Good morning, everyone, and hope everyone's having a great start to their Friday. I'm going to be continuing to try the different coffees that I have from local roasters here in Philly, and this is the fourth of the five that I've had collected over the holidays, and it's another ReAnimator. It's their Colombian coffee, El Cincunque. So really excited to try this one. I already peeked on accident at the tasting notes, but overall just excited to try it. It has a higher elevation level of where it was grown. So from what I understand, that usually the higher the elevation, the more flavor complexity there will be in the bean when roasted correctly. So looking forward to giving this a try and trying it with you all. So let's get it going. Honestly, all of the Philly coffee roasters have been awesome. Not one of them were bad. They were all super tasty. They were pretty much all medium light roasted beans, so packed with flavor, a little higher in acidity, which is normal because it's a lower roasted bean. But overall, like super delicious. I've enjoyed every single one of them, and excited that I have them all in my collection right now. I think the next thing I would like to do is do them all as an AeroPress or a French press, just to see what they would taste like in a different brewing method. I've definitely been having better experiences using the AeroPress. Obviously off camera, I have a new recipe that I've been trying. Oh, okay. This looks a little... I have a new recipe I've been trying with the AeroPress. It requires another 4 minutes of letting it steep. And I feel like that helped out a bunch when I tried that for the first time, but I also didn't let it cool down enough to allow all the flavor to come through. So I'm gonna have to do that again. These are the beans here. Nice color. Definitely darker than the ones from yesterday. Okay. So we'll do 19.5. Let's put this at, let's do 8. When I reviewed the Green Street coffee yesterday, I tried it at 7 at first. Came out too quick, so I dropped it to 8. And because these are roughly roasted around the same time, with give or take a day, 24 hours, I think we could be safe putting it in the same setting as the Green Street coffee. It is a smaller bean than the Green Street coffee, so let's just see how this plays out. All right. That has a nice smell. It smells sweet. I don't know exactly what that sweetness would pertain to, but it's an enjoyable sweetness. All right, hold on, I gotta go righty. I've been trying to use my left hand more. Been scrubbing the dishes with my left hand, brushing my teeth with my left hand, cleaning my Invisalign with my left hand. So I'm just trying to get a new challenge in my day. And this is my second day of 75 hard. So after I finish doing this video, I'm going to head out either for a run or for a walk. I'm pretty sore from yesterday, but it was a rough one yesterday. I went to do a 45-minute run outside, and I'd be happy if I say I got 20 minutes of running in out of that 45-minute session. I was hurting. Once I started going uphill, and Nariño in Philly is full of hills. Once I started going uphill, I was hurting, and that was after I did about 1.25 miles, and then that last roughly 1/4 mile uphill that I did was just killing me. But definitely got to get out there. After this, probably got to go pick up some. After this, I'm probably going to go read. I'm reading and taking notes on my roasting book again. Well, not again, I'm reading it again, but this time taking notes just to help highlight the important information just in regards to roasting and understanding each of the phases and what to look out for in each of the phases. So yesterday was about the drying phase and slightly going into the Maillard phase, and just prepping not prepping, but like efficiently roasting the beans in the drying phase to set up a successful Maillard phase. Maillard phase. So what's a quick tidbit there is when you are roasting, you got to make sure that the charge temperature or the preheated roaster temperature is set correctly for the roast you're doing, and the rate of rise going into that turning point. So the rate of rise of the temperature from when the air temperature coffee beans are dropped into the roaster to when both the roaster temperature and the coffee bean temperature match. That'll be the turning point. You want to make sure that whole time is set up well enough to build enough pressure in the bean, because by building a strong amount of pressure in the bean, it'll allow for healthier chemical reactions as you're developing like the flavor. So the lower the pressure in the bean, the quicker it'll break down and flavor complexity won't develop as well. So that might sound like mumbo jumbo, but that's just something I picked up so I can improve my home roasting. All right, I think this is going to be a good position. You can kind of see the scale reading, and hopefully you get a good shot of the bottomless. Just hope that it's not going to spray, but there's only one way to find out. Let's just make sure. Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna let it pre-infuse just a little bit longer than what it's set for, and I'm gonna let go right now. Okay, so we definitely need to go finer, and that's okay. Then go with 39, 40. Okay. All right. So this is the shot. It was 14 seconds, 40.1 grams pulled. Obviously way too quick, and I'm happy to do another pull for you guys at a better grind setting. I don't know, nothing's really standing out. I think it was just an ugly pull. Well, let's get this ready again. I'll go prep everything, and then I'll have you guys set up for the pull. I decided I'm just gonna have you guys hang out. We're going to prep this together right now. Figured having you by my side could just be a fun way to just hang out with you all and learn with you all, instead of me just skipping the nitty gritty, you know, the mistakes and the corrections and stuff. Like, let's just let's do it as a team. So we're gonna put another measurement here. We're gonna drop a 7 to a 6, and I think dropping it to a 6 is going to take care of our problems. We'll probably squeeze out another like 6 to 7 seconds in that pull. Slowing it down. It has a really nice smell. It's a shame I didn't get a good pull. Alright, I'm gonna stay at 19.6. Alright, have that prepped. Again, we are on the 6th setting. Oh, okay. Yeah, the smell is super nice. I really, really do enjoy the smell. This time is the only tasting note I remember is sugar cookie, and I get something very sweet. It's such a delightful smell. I don't remember the other tasting notes, so I am going to blindly taste this again, obviously keeping sugar cookie in mind, and just see if I can nail those other tasting notes. I really need to start doing some some tasting practices or something. All right. There we go. This one will be lefty. And you know what? I think the left hand preparation is going to be the successful one this time. All right. Oh, and another thing that got me excited, because after talking with my girlfriend, who doesn't enjoy coffee, we went to this coffee shop in Marco Island. It's that Colombian one that I mentioned in the last video. This guy, Acopio. We went to this coffee shop, and she got this like coffee milkshake that she loved. And she said, if you can make this at home, I'll drink coffee every day. And I'm like, now you're speaking my language, girl. So I've been asking for months if I could like prepare her like a sweeter latte or something, you know, just so I can get her not like hooked into coffee, but like to have a coffee with me, or to get excited to find different coffee shops in areas that we visit. Don't mind the wire. But she never bit, and I really don't care. Like, you know, she likes what she likes, and I respect it. But when she brought that up the other day, I was like a kid at Christmas again. I was like, no way, like, you'd let me make you a coffee all the time? So only downside is the cleanup's going to be a pain in the butt with cleaning the blender or whatever to make the milkshake, but it's all right. You know what, I had the work for it. I got it. So it's going to be a little bit of a extra task to finally get her to cave in a little bit to the coffee world. So I think that's a win. All right, let me bring you guys closer. All right, I think we're set up, ready to go. Everything's in place. Now let's just hope we don't see any spraying. I'll do the same thing though. Let it pre-infuse for a little longer, and we'll let go right now. Much better. Clean. Couple drops before. That's not bad. Great shot. It's spraying a little bit, but it's better than all over the counter. So beautiful. 7, 8, 1. Okay, here's the shot. 24 seconds. It was like 40.3 or 40.4, something like that. Small head of crema. I feel like I get some type of like fruit. I just can't think of what it is right now. It almost tastes like an orange or a mandarin, but like as it's gotten too old and it's kind of dry, and it has a little bit of that bitterness taste to it as you bite into it because it's like a dry pulp. I definitely get citrus. I'm getting some type of citrus. Do I taste anything sugar cookie wise? I feel like there is a sweetness to it. Okay. Sugar cookie, orange candy, and nougat. Orange candy. There is a type of like bitterness there. Obviously, espresso is bitter, but what I'm getting is like an old orange, like a dried up orange taste, which has that like there's bits of sweetness left in it, but it's become more bitter. A sour, not sour, but like a bitter taste. That's what I'm getting for that orange note. I don't get sugar cookie, and I haven't had enough nougat to pick that up. I haven't had nougat in so long. That was a good one. I honestly, it's not one of my favorites. It wouldn't be if I was at a coffee shop and I knew exactly what that tasted like. I would probably pass on that flavor. So in my mind, now that I'm thinking about it, this may taste better as an AeroPress or a French press, or a not so concentrated brewing method of coffee. It's good. Like, I'm not gonna say it's bad, but just in comparison to other coffees I've had, it's not up there for mine, and that's fine. It was still like cool. Like I was able to kind of associate that with an old orange of all things that I could be freaking nailing on the head with tasting notes. I had to pick a outdated orange, but I mean I liked it. Again, not my preferred flavored coffee. I am happy to try that as an AeroPress or a French press, and it may be one that I try later today or sometime this week or next week. But overall, just glad to have experienced it. Honestly, ReAnimator hasn't missed on any of their roasts and bean selection, so highly recommend anyone visiting Philly who lives in Philly, like, stop by a local ReAnimator coffee shop. Like, you won't go wrong going there. But that's gonna be it for today's video. I gotta get my butt outside and go run. I also gotta get some auto insurance today. I have to convert the car over to a complete PA car, so gotta work on that. And that's it. That's all I got. So hope everyone enjoys the rest of their Friday, gets ready for a fun-filled weekend, and hopefully stay warm if you're in a colder climate like PA. But I'll see you guys later. Bye.